Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Quaint Cosmos. Today's topic of discussion is biocomputing, and you have seen in the title that DNA is mentioned. Though not only DNA, other things are also used for the development of biocomputers, such as proteins are there, whole cells are there, biological cells, whole cells are there. Okay, all these things are being developed. Means actually research is ongoing in this field. You know that this is not available in the market. In research level, in research labs, these are available. So what are the things? Things are biocomputers. Means biological computers. Biocomputers means biological computers. So here in this video, we are talking about only DNA. You know, DNA can store around, means only 1 gram of DNA. We are talking about only 1 gram of DNA. 1 gram of DNA can store around 215, that is 215 petabytes of information or petabytes of data. So this is too much. And 1 gram DNA, so you can easily understand that required size for 1 gram DNA is so small, it's so compact. So this is one of the advantages why researchers or scientists are thinking about this. DNA. Why they are using actually DNA? This was point number 1. Point number 2 is parallel processing is possible. If you develop computers using DNA, parallel processing is possible. Billions of tasks are accomplished simultaneously by using DNA computers. Billions of tasks. But in case of traditional computers, they also perform tasks, but they perform sequentially. Traditional computers perform sequentially. So here in this video we are considering the comparison in between traditional computers and biocomputers. Here we are not talking about quantum computers. That is completely another thing, different thing. We are talking about the comparison with traditional computers. So in case of traditional computers, parallel processing is not done normally. Just you consider your laptop or your desktop PCs. Parallel processors are also available. Okay, those are giant devices. Anyway, so DNA, this is inbuilt mechanism in case of DNA. By just using molecular interactions, parallel processing is possible. And Adleman's 1994, 1994 experiment did the same thing. He solved that famous traveling salesman problem using DNA computer. So within hours, he got his result, the required result. And if you talk about traditional computers, that would take much longer time as compared to this DNA computer. You know, the problem is so complex. If number of cities is more, in that case the problem is so complex. Traveling salesman problem. I think you might know this problem. Anyway, I was talking about the advantages. And how these are done. You know, in DNA, strands are there. Okay, actually what is done, DNA strands are taken and information or the problems are encoded in DNA strands. You know, ATCG, those sequences are there. Okay, they are the basis of DNA. 4 bases are there, A, T, C, and G. So in DNA strands, problems are encoded, and then those strands are mixed in a test tube. And then interaction, means molecular interaction happens. And that way, results are emerged through the process of hybridization. Okay. So this is the main technique, how these are used. But one more thing, proteins also can be used, and those whole cells could also be used. That means here what is done, here silicon chips are not used, electricity is not required. This is the advantage of DNA computers or biocomputers. Electricity is not required. Silicon chips are not required. And only electrons are not involved here. Here actually biochemical reactions are involved. And those things happen actually automatically. And that advantage is being utilized by the scientists to develop biocomputers. Scientists have already built a few things such as a DNA data storage system. Then, DNA logic gates they have developed. Then they have developed a biological storage system. They have developed molecular robots. And these things could revolutionize so many fields, such as environmental sensors, medical diagnostics. So many fields are there. Okay. So that means this already discovered few things by the scientists, and those things could revolutionize so many fields. Already Microsoft, IBM and many startup companies, they are actually investing in DNA storage system just to replace conventional storage systems. Okay. Conventional storage system, they are trying to develop these things, and for that purpose they are investing in this technology. DNA storage system. That means you can see that advantages are also are there. Advantages are there. That's why they are thinking about this. They are trying to develop these things, and that's why they are investing in this field. And one more advantage is that these are biodegradable. DNA or proteins or biological cells, they are degradable. And required size is so small. So actually they are investing for what? IBM, Microsoft, etc. They are investing, they are trying to replace conventional storage system because they are giant, massive actually storage systems. And required space for DNA is so small. That's why they are investing. Okay. But one more thing, parallel processing is not required for all the problems. So if if the required problem, the problem which you are actually trying to solve by using computers, in that case if parallel processing is not required, and if you in that case consider the speed of the computer, then it is still somewhat slower. In that case it is slower, okay? But where parallel processing is required, in that case biocomputers are suitable. Okay, for solving all the problems, parallel processing is not required. You just keep in your mind that thing. For all the problems, parallel processing is not required at all. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic, how to use DNA to develop biocomputers. So biocomputers means actually biological computers, and not only DNA, other things could also be used. And here, main thing is what? Molecular interactions or biochemical reactions. Scientists are taking advantage of these things, okay, to develop biocomputers. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic, and this is the end of this video. If you found this video insightful, so please like, share and subscribe to our channel. This is then. Thanks for watching.